Hi everybody, Lisa here from LC Designs. Today I have a project for you. It's a little 3x3 card box and it holds 3x3 cards. And the nice thing about this box, it'll hold your cards and envelopes, is that this box can fold up. And you can actually put it in a regular size envelope and send it in the mail. So I made this actually for my team swap this month, and it seemed like everybody liked it. So I wanted to show you guys how to make it. This one here I made using the Call Me Clover, and I kind of made it a Christmas box, and the cards inside you could actually use like a Christmas tag. And this was another one that I made, and there was I didn't have designer series paper that had these colors in it, but I really liked the Mango Melody and the Pacific Point. So what I did is use Mango Melody and then just stamped the flowers from the stamp set on the back and kind of made my own designer series paper. And it's the same, has a card in it. So today I'm going to use, I guess we'll do another Christmas box, but we're going to go ahead and use, this is Shaded Spruce. So the stamp set that I'm using is Wishing You Well, which is a really nice set. I kind of missed it in the catalog the first time, but I love this bow. This is called like Distinct Stamping. See how it gives you like a two-tone, and it's only one stamp. You don't have to stamp and then stamp again. So you can use it for Christmas, sending you our thoughts and prayers, wishing you well, just a note. Really nice set. So let's go ahead and get started. So first we're going to cut this piece down to 7.5 by 9.5. So I'll get my trimmer here. I got my stamps all over, trying to have everything ready. I'm not used to making videos, so bear with me. So this is going to be 9.5. So cut 9.5 by 7.5. Cut it down. I really like this stamp set. I've been using it a lot since I started to use it. Like I said, I missed it the first time. So I'm going to grab my Simply Score because now we're going to score it. So we're going to score the long side at 3.5, 4.5, 8, and 9. Sorry if the camera's bouncing around. I just bumped it. And then we're going to score the short side at 1 inch, 2 inches, 5.5, and 6.5. And that's all the scoring and cutting that we're going to need off of this one. So our scoring. So there's going to be a lot of cutting now. This small tab here, all we want is this section right here. So we're going to go ahead and cut. I kind of always cut it at an angle like a tab. And so we'll cut these out. Cut this one out. And this is actually going to be like the top and bottom of the box. So the open enclosures. I should have got my bigger scissors. So we're cutting all of this section off on both sides. There's a lot of cutting, but you kind of can't get around it from what we're going to need. But you know, always save your scraps. You never know when you're going to need them. And once I get all this cutting done, you're going to see how it goes. Because we're actually, so you're cutting those two sides all the way. Now we're going to cut these up, but we're going to cut them as little tabs because they're going to go into the box. And we're going to do the same over here. Cut those off. And this piece here actually is going to come out as well. So to cut it, you can either fold this and cut this out. I said I should have grabbed my bigger scissors. I don't know why I didn't. And then we're going to do the same on this side. So this is going to get cut out. Cut these again. So this side's the only side that's going to have the full piece that we had originally cut. So you'll see that the box starts to form. Okay, so this is what yours should look like. And I'm going to go ahead and get my triple punch here, and we're going to round these corners on these two sides. Cut this down a little bit. I didn't cut that very good. And so we're just going to round the corners on that side. That one. On this one. And last this one. So now do you see how your box is going to form? We score all the lines. And so your box is going to come like this. You see how it's going to close up here and then close up at the bottom. But before we close it all up, we're going to do a little bit of decorating here. So you're going to need some designer series paper. Or again, like I said, if you don't have any, you can make your own. But I'm going to use this one. This is from the All Is Bright. I think I'm going to use the polka dots. There's also the Christmas lights. There's a lot of nice ones in here that you can use. There's Christmas stockings, some stars. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with the polka dots. I already had these cut in 6 by 6, but they actually need to be cut into 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So bring in my trimmer again and 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Oops. And then I'll put all these dimensions on my blog. I'll send a link over to where you can get all the dimensions. So 3 1/4 and 3 1/4 again. So you need 2 pieces because we're going to go ahead and put those, one on the back, one on the front. And we'll just go ahead and use some snail. And I hear that. I hope you guys are liking this holiday catalog. There's a lot of nice products in there. At first, I thought I ordered a lot of stuff, and then every time I see something new, I just want it all. Want everything. So we're going to put our little tab in here. The tab where you're going to open from. And I'm just using a little 3/4 punch. And just eyeball it to where the center is. And you're only going to do it halfway because we just need the little tab. Whichever looks center. And there's that. So now to go ahead and put the box together, we can use some, I would use either fast fuse or tear and tape. The fast fuse is still on the clearance rack. I have tons of it, but I'm going to go ahead and use the tear and tape since most people don't have fast fuse. And I just dropped my little tool that I usually use to help get this off. So all you have to do is lay this down, fold this over, and it'll line up perfect. And there's your box. So you can close it up. It's a nice snug fit. And like I said, you could fold this up and stick it in a regular envelope and it'll fit. So in order to make our tag in the front, I'm going to use the large shape stitch square. So let me bring my Big Shot in here. I actually already have a piece of paper on here. So we will go ahead and use that piece. But if you needed a piece, you could cut it like 3.25 by 3.25 maybe, because I think that square is about 3 inches. My plates, I got new plates and I just haven't changed them. These are very loved. I love framelits. I use them for everything. So there's their square, and that's the only one that we're gonna need on that. So I'm gonna use the Call Me Clover green, since it matches. Oh no, we use shaded spruce. Sorry, I'm thinking of the old box. So we can go ahead and switch over to shaded spruce. So if you want it to match your box, Call Me Clover was my last one. Me and green, it's funny, it's my favorite color, but we don't seem to get along when I'm stamping. I always have green all over me. I look like the Hulk by the time I'm done, for whatever reason. Ugh, I stamped that horrible. But for time's sake, I'll go ahead and do another one because I don't like that one at all. So, let's see if this piece is big enough. So you could tell last night I was doing a lot of cutting on my Big Shot. Okay, so let's try this again. I'm going to cut this. Sorry for the shaky camera. Somehow I got to find out how to stabilize this a little bit better. My mount is not a very secure mount. Okay, so let's try this again. Shaded spruce. Okay, is that center? I kind of touched the paper, so I had to go with it. So there's that. Now I'm going to use Real Red. I still have some of the old pads. This bow, I just love it. We're going to stamp it on here, but then we're going to stamp it on a piece of scrap paper as well, because then we're going to fussy cut it and then pop it up so that it looks three-dimensional. And I guess while we're here, we can go ahead and do the Seasons Greeting stamp. Make sure that's the right one. Yes. Seasons Greetings. And this one we're just going to go ahead and fussy cut it out. There's no framelit. You know the key to this is just kind of leave a little border and turn your paper as you cut. Not your scissors like I just did. But turn your paper and then just cut along and just kind of leave a little tiny white border. Doesn't have to be really big. And then I always like to cut off if there's any excess paper there. It's just a little bit easier to control what you're cutting. I just love this bow. I think it was in our Occasions catalog. Was the first time that they came out with a distinctive stamp. And it was a really big hit. It was a flower. It was a big flower too. It was like that's all you needed just for your card, because it was such a big flower. But I think they're going to start making more of these distinct ones, because you know we have the two-step stamps that kind of give you that same look, which is excellent when you have the Stamparatus. But if you don't have the Stamparatus, this stamp will do. So I'm going to use a tiny dimensional, put it right to the back of that bow, and stick it on here. And then we will use some bigger dimensionals. And the bigger dimensionals that actually are on back order right now, because we had the World Card Making sale, and I guess everybody was buying them up. So they're actually on back order if you need any. You can order them and then they'll just send you them when they come in. And then this is just going to go right on the front. See, I like how the colors coordinate. So that's pretty much simple, easy peasy for our box. But I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple of cards to make, because just using the same stamp set, so easy, you can make the cards to match. So since they're going to be 3 by 5 or 3 by 3 cards, you just get cut your cardstock down to some Whisper White. We're going to cut it down to 6 inches, and then it's going to cut it by 3. And then you're going to score it at 3 because it's going to be half. So that's a 3 by 3 card. So we'll score it at 3. There's 1, 2. I really need to change my blade on my trimmer. I've been using it a lot lately. I've been prepping for 2 classes right now. So 3. So again, on this one, we'll just go ahead and, if you want to make it Christmas, you can add the season greetings. Like I said, I use this to like make tags for Christmas. You can give this little box of tags, and then they can use it on their Christmas gifts. And we're just going to stamp the bow. We're not going to fussy cut them on their hair. We'll just go ahead, and then we can use the season's greetings again. I always need to make sure I have it the right direction. I don't know how many times I have stamped it upside down. And there's a card. Super simple. And then, so here's another stamp. These ones, like the flower bush. Or you can always leave these plain, just the bush like that. Or spruce it up, and we have these flowers. You just stamp it, and the flowers are in there. So on this one, instead of putting a ribbon, you can put the ribbon right there. I have a bunch of these little strips for when we cut our insides of our cards. We always have these little strips. So what I'm going to do is this one, I'm not sure what this one says. Let's see. Oh, just a note. Well, you can do just a note. Stamp it on here. Ah, I messed that one up. I pressed too hard. That's still not good. Once more. Come on, Lisa. I pressed hard again. Again. What am I doing wrong? I think because I'm standing up. It's funny because I'm used to sitting down. Let's clean this. So, of course, here's my Simply Chamois. Let's clean the stamp set and try all over. I love my Simply Chamois. As you could tell, look how well loved that is. And we will try again. I almost did that in green. I don't know why I keep getting that. Now I really messed it up. I don't know why it's doing it, but I'm going to go ahead and move on. Gosh, none of these are good to use. See, maybe this one if I could cut it off. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm so embarrassed. This is horrible. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there's a little better. I think because I'm not used to doing videos that I get kind of nervous. So this was the back side. That was my mistake. So just put some mini dimensionals on it. Hopefully someday I get a little better on my videos and you guys don't have to bear with all my problems, and just stick it on like that. And there's another card. So again, these cards will just fit right inside the box. And we have our 3x3 envelopes that you can purchase as well. Put those in, and it makes a nice little gift for somebody. And I'm not done yet, because what's a box without ribbon or bling? What's hitting my cards, so I can't get it in there. And you could probably trim those tabs down some more if you have problem getting them in. So I'm using the red rhinestones, and we're going to decorate it up to make it look like a wreath. I'm going to close these before me and my favorite color green have a fight. And I'm wearing green all over me. So here's our new tool, pick a tool. I don't have there's the pointy edge. That's how simple it is. You could just change them out. The other one was like a spatula. And this is actually my product of the week. I always use it just to help me pick up little tiny things. And then the other side is actually, there's some putty on it, which will help you pick up like sequins and stuff. You know how you're trying to get sequins and it sticks to your fingers, and this one has putty, and all you have to do is, let me show you, when you turn it, see the little bit of putty come out? I don't know if it'll do these ones, but if you had sequins it would just stick to it. Oh, see, I did that, and then here, let's put this down here since I grabbed it, and puts it on there. I love this tool. Like I said, there's the other side's like a little spatula. So sometimes when you accidentally stick something down and you want to unglue it, the spatula is perfect for that. And then you see it just locks on in. And then they have a cover. Oops. And there are refills for the putty in case you run out. But there's the box. And I have some ribbon here. So there's two ways you can do it. You can tie it up top, or you can do it across and make it a cute little gift. A gift of cards or a gift of tags, whatever you want to make it. Again, I'm having troubles here. Must be because I'm doing a video. Seems like it's the only time that it doesn't work right is when you're doing a video. Let's just tie the bow. That's definitely not tight at all. I am going to add a glue dot. Here's my tool again. I'm going to put a little glue dot right here so it'll hold my ribbon in place. And then maybe I could do it a little tighter and it won't be moving around so much. I love that tool. Like I said, it's my product of the week. Each week I try to feature, right now, at least our tools, because our tools are so handy. That Simply Chamois, that was one a few weeks ago, and that, you know, we have the Stampin' Scrub, but once we got the chamois, it's like so much more convenient to have, because you could just keep it here. And so my bow could still be tighter. I am not the world's best bow tire. But there you go, a cute little gift. Isn't that nice? Just something very simple you can make. Give it to somebody, you know, make a few, keep them on hand, and somebody comes by and you need a gift for. And our Itty Bitty Greetings stamp set is another nice one with the little stamps, and you can use those for every occasion. They have Mother's Day, Father's Day, Easter, Halloween, birthdays. All you have to do is change the sentiment and you could just use the exact same thing. So I hope you like my project. And this month, my perk of the month is the enamel shapes, the Santa's Workshop enamel shapes, these ones, which are nice. They have little snowflakes, and there's some Christmas trees down there. And if you spend $50 in my online store and you use host code PSPWWUR3, I will send you a package of these in the mail. These are really nice to use as well. You could have used these red dots on there as well. But I hope you enjoy my project. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.